Howdy everybody, it's Amy from Amy Sparkly Diamond Painting. How's everybody doing this evening? Hopefully your week is going okay. We're about halfway through the week and I have an unboxing video for you. And this is from another company that I have not reviewed before. So this is from a company called Diamond Art Gift. And they reached out to me and gave me a price limit and told me to look at the website and pick whatever I wanted. So that's what I've got here for you. And Diamond Art Gift is another online budget-friendly diamond painting company. They offer large canvases, small ones, beginner, intermediate, difficult ones, A-B drills, squares, rounds, off-canvas items, lots of neat off-canvas items, some things I haven't seen elsewhere, and some mystery kits as well as custom kits. So if you're looking around for one of those black and white canvas mystery kits, check out Diamond Art Gift. They do have some of those. So I have two products here and I have not looked at them. I did open the bag just slightly so I could see which company that these came from. So I did a little peek in there, but as you can see, that was too small to pull out what I have in here, so I haven't seen these myself. So Diamond Art Gift reached out to me June 14th and I picked the items and this arrived July 3rd. So about 2 weeks, which is the typical amount of time. And it does come in one of these thin plastic bags, which is also the typical. So again, a lot of these companies sell the same type of stuff, the same kinds of diamond paintings, some of the same manufacturers. So what I look at for these PR packages is first off the packaging, the shipping time, the quality of the items, as well as how they arrived, prices, all that good stuff. So we're gonna look at this and see what I have. So I picked out two items from this company. One of them is an off-canvas item, and we'll start with that, and the other is a canvas. So this came in a box. It is slightly bent because it did travel for quite a ways, so the box is bent from that really thin packaging. So bubble wrap packaging does protect things a little bit better, but a lot of the companies do tend to use that thin packaging because these are budget companies and that's how they keep the prices down, is to make the packaging a bit thinner. So let's see what we have here. So this box it's the typical no-name brand box, but it does have some instructions here. And this is something that my hubby thought that I should do because it says howdy on it. So he helped me pick this out. So I always start my channel saying howdy because I do live in West Texas. And there's a little inside joke between my hubby and I because I did graduate from Texas A&M University, and one of the traditions there is to say howdy to everybody you meet and be a friendly neighbor to all the other students. So howdy is part of the A&M culture and it's stuck through the years, and my hubby also went to A&M, so we actually met on an online dating site, and the first email he sent to me had the subject line that said howdy. And I think I had probably put in my profile that I went to A&M or something, and so I thought, I'll click on that one. So howdy is kind of a little bit of an inside joke as well as part of my university life and what I use to start off all my channel intros. So that's why this really appealed to me. So I think I got everything out of that box. Yes. So this is an acrylic piece that hangs. So it's got two holes here to put the hanger chain in there and a lot of special drills. So let's see how this looks. I probably should have done this unboxing on July 4th. I got it the day before, but then things just got busy and I didn't really get to it. So I'm going to catch up with it now, and this shouldn't take too long to do. So the toolkit looks like a basic toolkit here. We have the pen, the wax, and the little drill tray, and we have the chain. Now this looks like just a basic chain. Sometimes you get some with the golden chains that look a little bit stronger. This is a pretty basic chain, but it does have a lobster claw hook on each end that you hook into those holes on the acrylic piece to hang them up. Not sure I'll use this. I probably can come up with something that's a little bit prettier, maybe a little bit more gold. This is just a very basic chain, but again, budget friendly kit. So this one on their website is $11.99 regular price, but of course all these websites usually have a lot of sales and free shipping offers and all that. So it does look like all the diamonds here, sorry about that, my pupper, it's deer time outside, so it's evening and sunset, and the deer are out just outside of our yard. So this comes already kitted up in baggies, which is nice. And this is white on the back because there is a protective coating. So anytime you see that frosted white look, it means that there is plastic on the back protecting the shiny part of these acrylic items. So you want to be sure and peel that off once you're done. I wouldn't do it beforehand because it could get scratched up on your table or your light pad or whatever you're using. So wait till the end and peel that off, and it'll be a lot more see-through and shiny. So we have a, sorry about the glare here, we have a nice American flag, and I can tell already I saw some of the stars in that bag of drills. So we have all the stars on the flag. We have these little flowers made with rhinestones on the flag, and then we have some red, white, and blue flowers, which have all these different marquee drills. And we have some drills that are going to spell out the word howdy and go around the edge here, and more flowers on this side. So pretty cool, and it does look like it has no stick where there aren't any diamonds. The stick will be, yeah, I feel it on the star but not next to it, so the stick is only where the diamonds are going to go, and a hole on either side to hang that chain, or you can hang it other ways. Hang it on your wall if you want, but I think this one deserves a window. So let's take a look at the drills here and see what we have. This is kind of cool that they're kitted up. Normally for these kits you see just the special drills sometimes kitted up in baggies, but this one has all of them kitted up in baggies, which is really nice. And there is, it looks like, a number on these. So yes, so that number on there to help identify which kit, which I believe they wrote on the outside here. Does that number match? No, it does not. So that's that's their SKU number for their website. So if you want to look for this particular one, that's the SKU number. But you can also do a search for acrylic special shaped howdy suncatcher. So we have some light green rhinestones, some very, very pale greenish yellow ones. Here's some very light red rhinestones. There's some magenta colors. There's some royal blue. I love that royal blue color. Very nice. And then a darker royal blue, that's probably in the flag. And a different shade of blue. This is almost, most of them are flipped around here, almost a dark turquoise blue. That's kind of pretty. Then we have some rounds here. This is kind of a peach gold color for the rounds, rhinestones. And then we have some silver marquees here, nice big size. A lot of the blue ones there for the flowers, and some red, so very patriotic, as well as the stars that go on the flag. So I didn't count as I was doing that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 different colors and shapes. And the convenience of being kitted up, which is really nice. So you can get to this one right away, and shouldn't take too long, maybe an hour to 2 hours, depending on how long it takes you, how many interruptions you have. If you're watching a really cool show and have to stop and look up, or maybe one of the YouTube videos of the people out there that you like to watch. So I think that's pretty cool, and just the fact that it says howdy is very special to me and my hubby, so we will definitely hang this one up in the house. So that is the howdy suncatcher. And then we have a canvas, and this one is, you can probably tell right away, a little bit different for me because look at all that white background. But I really like the design, and it was something different, and I've been trying for a while to do things that are a little bit different that I maybe wouldn't pick normally. So this is a full round, and this is a very affordable one. This canvas was only $7.99 on their website. It is a 40 by 50. And of course it's kind of spring, but not completely. So it's got flowers here. It reminds me of chemistry. If you're into, I used to do some soap making. Yeah, I've tried every craft, trust me. Making soap or lotions, bath bombs, all that. And kind of a, I don't want to say Wiccan because I don't know a whole lot about the Wiccan religion, but a little bit of a almost witchcraft type feel to it. But I just loved all the flowers and all the different sizes and shapes of bottles on this. It's a little bit wrinkled. Let's look at the back first here. So the canvas is just a little bit wrinkled, again coming in that plastic bag, but that's pretty easy to fix. I just lay it below several other canvases and let it flatten out over time, or you can iron them, and there are videos out there for how to iron them. You don't want to melt the canvas because this is that little bit scratchy polyester, so sometimes there are plastics in there that can melt if you put it on high heat. So you want to iron on low heat, put like a towel over the top, and then iron on the towel with low heat, and that'll relax the wrinkles or the folds in this without ruining the glue, because you don't want to heat the glue too much because then you'll run into other problems. So this again, 40 by 50. This was $7.99. Full round. Vase Fantasy is the name. Not a whole lot of colors with this one. There are 22 colors, so this is definitely more like a budget-friendly kit, not one of the higher detailed, bigger ones that I typically pick. But I really wanted that Howdy sign, so that limited the money that I had to spend on a canvas. So this one uses, it looks like all capital letters. I don't see any numbers on there. So this is all capital letters, but they are out of order. So we start with W there, which is 310. It does have the DMC numbers, so if you want to save the spare drills, you can. But the background will definitely need to be done with my 10 placer multi-placer because it's all the same color, which is that letter I, which is 3865. So the almost white, not the B5200 white, but the kind of regular white, I guess you'd call it, is white. So the canvas is printed with the design on there, which not a whole lot of detail seen there on some of the drills, so some of this detail will be lost at the tips of these flowers. However, because it's around, you'll see some of that coming through around the edges of the drills when you lay them down. So we have all the different jars here. Let's see how clear some of these other symbols are. I do have a bit of a glare on my camera. If I put it at an angle here, it looks pretty clear. I can see some R's and N's and W's there, so all the dark colors have white letters. I don't see any guide circles, which is good. They did use a small symbol for that white background. So sometimes if the symbols are large or you have the guide symbols with the background and you try to use a multi-placer, the spacing may not be very good and you might see some of the symbols showing through, but this one used a really good light colored symbol. Therefore, it's hard to tell without a drill, without drills on here, but a multi-placer, even a 10-placer, should cover up all those symbols with no problem so that you can move through the background rather quickly. So let's take a look here. These drills are kitted up. No, they're not. Okay. I was just noticing based on those large numbers, these are in baggies. But you can see they are the round drills, and it looks like, I'm trying to see, yes, they are acrylic, and the reason you can tell acrylic usually is on the back side. You can sometimes see little dimples in them, but again, that's pretty typical of a budget-friendly kit. So let's see how these are kitted up. Yes, they are the small baggies, which doesn't bother me at all. I know not everybody likes the small baggies, but I don't mind them at all because I think other people have noticed as well that the small baggie drills are actually a little bit better quality. And that's how diamond painting was when I first started out. This was all that was available with these small baggies. So typically what I do is fold like 3 or 4 at a time and cut them off all at once and then pour them into a bigger baggie or into a container if I'm going to kit up in containers. And these numbers look very clear. Sometimes you run into some where you can't see the numbers on the bags, but this looks pretty clear there. There's 524, which is kind of a pale yellow color. Here's 371, which is in dark olive green. 3047, kind of a light yellow. And something like this, there it is. If you shake the drills down, you can read the number on the bag. Or if you empty them into a container, then you'll see the number there. 3371 is a really dark brown. We have 3790. 3799 is a dark gray. This is probably our black here, 310. So I think each of these bags usually holds about 200 drills. So that would be 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 1600 drills for color black. They are measured in there by weight though, but they usually put a little bit of extra in just to be on the safe side. So there's purple, 38, 35. Here's another dark color. This is 823, which is a dark blue. Lots and lots of the background color here, 3865. Lots of that. And some more. And then we have this kind of maroonish color here. This is 3721. We have 453, which is kind of a very pale gray color. And then 898, medium brown. 422, kind of a tan. And some more purple coming up here. There's 3041, which is used quite a bit in cross stitch for purple colors. I'm quite familiar with 3041. And then 3363, which is a green. 844, kind of a brownish gray. There, 317, which is a blue-gray. A few more colors here. A little bit of 833. And there it is. More 3750, kind of a blue-gray that's dark. 977 and 3771. So I was able to read all the DMC numbers on these with no problem because I do use the larger font on those. So this shouldn't take too long, although there is a fair amount of confetti in the middle here, all the different color changes, just a few drills of each color in some spots, but it doesn't look too bad. So the leaves and some of the flower petals might be a little bit confetti heavy. The jars look to be multi-placing or color blocking, and then of course the background is definitely color blocking. So let's see, this is supposed to be a 40 by 50. And I'm just kind of curious because it seems rather large. So that is actually a 34, so about 6 total centimeters is border, 3 on each side. So it's actually a 34, probably by 45, I would guess. Let's see. Let's flip it so we can read the numbers. 43. So there is definitely some border on this. It is a little bit smaller than what this indicates. That is the canvas size. So not too bad. This could be done. Usually, yeah, I could do something like this in a week or less if I'm not doing other things. But boy, these days I've been doing so many things. So, and I do work. I do have a full-time job. So I come home, cook supper, usually rest because I stay up too late at night trying to craft. And oops, hitting the camera there. So I don't always have all the time I'd like to do diamond painting. I have to be pulled away every night to be the responsible adult and go to bed so I can wake up in the morning and do all the work stuff that I need to do. So we have full round vase fantasy, $7.99. And then my favorite one here, the Howdy acrylic sun catcher. This one was $11.99 with all the special drills, including the stars. This one I'll probably try to do and add to the end of this video to let you know what I think about this, because this won't take too long. I can probably finish this one this evening. So stay tuned, because I should have a finish for you on this video. So this again is Diamond Art Gift. Check them out and see, because they have some different things, including some of those black and white mystery kits, as well as customs and a lot of bigger ones. I really wanted this one, so I put most of my spending allowance onto this and picked out a canvas that was still cool, still something I wanted to see, but a little bit more on the budget side. So I'll be back soon with the finish. Okay, everybody, I'm back with a finish. What do you think? This, again, was a PR package from Diamond Art Gift, and this was the acrylic special, I can't even read my handwriting, special shaped Howdy Suncatcher DIY. Regular price on their website, $11.99, with the Howdy there. And this took me a little bit longer than I first thought, and I'll tell you why in a minute as we go over the review. So first of all, the background here, the acrylic, don't really want to call it a canvas here, was very nice, very good stick. Got dog hair already. Oh, it's on my camera. Okay, never mind. I bet that was fun. So the stick was really good. I like the dark background on this one, but it also meant with the white circles under these that you had to place your drills carefully to be sure to completely cover up the white. So if you were off a little bit on your diamond paint placing, then the white would show through around the edges of those drills. So you do want to be careful. Like I see one just slightly off as I'm looking at it through the camera, right there, a little bit crooked, and some of the white shows. So that's about diamond placement there. But all the stick was good. Had no problem placing all the diamonds. Really easy. It was, I guess, 7 different colors of the rhinestones, and then all the special drills. See the stars there? Aren't they cool? The little flowers on the flag I thought was an interesting touch. Instead of like outlining the stripes or something, because the rest had so many flowers, they chose to do the design with little flower rhinestones instead of leaving it plain. So that was kind of fun. So we got lots of red, white, and blue colors there. The magenta against that light red looked just fine. Now there was one minor issue here with the acrylic canvas there. You see those upper stars there? The placement of the white for these stars was offset just slightly from the stars of the flag, and you expect that sometimes with the fact that they're doing this over a printed design. So like that star you can't do because it's folded and partial, and some of those are like that. So in this case the stars were kind of tilted a little bit because there was a wave to the flag fabric and the artwork, so it made it difficult to get exact placing on where those stars should be. Not a big deal. I'm happy with that. So let's talk about the drills. So do you notice anything unusual about this? Now I do try to be honest about these canvases when I do them. And I do appreciate getting the opportunity to test this one. And Diamond Art Gift is probably not the manufacturer of this. They are the seller, just like Amazon selling all sorts of things from various manufacturers and companies. So hopefully they want an honest opinion on this, and the trouble I ran into with the drills is not enough. So I ran out of one of the big special drills. I was short by 2 of them, and that caused me a little bit more trouble than I expected, which is why this took me a little bit longer than I expected, because I thought, oh, I got a bunch of spare drills. I'm sure I have some. I did not, and I did not want to leave the canvas sticky while I tried to pursue how to go about getting 2 more blue drills. So it was these dark blue ones here, and I was short 2 of them, and they were for this flower, and I did not have any more. So what I ended up doing was going into my stash and picking out these light colored ones that were at least the same shape and covered what was needed there, and I pulled off a couple more of the blue and kind of did an every other one there, so it still came out okay. But there were a couple drills missing. The drills were great otherwise. A few of them discolored, as you normally expect, nothing unusual there. So I did like the drills. I like the size, the fact that they covered up all the spaces there. But this kit did not have that many drills for several of them. So because I took a few of them off to make that flower work with every other one with the ones I added, I do have 3 here, but I'm missing 5. So there were indeed 2 missing on this, and these are pretty big. I would have noticed if I had spilled one. I unboxed it and then started working on it right after I hit stop on the camera. So this didn't move around or anything. So I probably would have noticed if I had dropped any of these. So there were indeed 2 of these missing. For the red, I had 1 left, which there were enough to finish, but if something had happened to one of these or 2 of them, if the bottom was scratched or something, that would have been kind of iffy as well. I had 2 left of the little rounds, so there were a lot of little rounds used in the centers of all these flowers. I had 2 left. And some of the rhinestones, a little bit less than you would normally expect as leftovers. Now I did have plenty of stars, so no trouble there. And then I did have plenty of the smaller ones here, but some of the drills were not quite as many as I see with other kits, which is fine normally unless you don't have enough, and that's what happened with this particular one. So I will be reaching out to the company to let them know that I was short a couple of those dark blue petal drills, but I still was able to finish it using what I had in my stash. And I know that Walmart sells packs of these larger rhinestones in their kid crafts area. I'm not sure they'd be as good quality, but I may be able to do something different later in the future. I just didn't want to leave that glue exposed while I waited for other drills. So, that being said, I was able to compensate, and I am very happy with the outcome. I think it looks great. I think it's all sparkly. I do like that, the howdy, and it felt like a very good July project to do. So, if you want to check out Diamond Art Gift, I probably won't get to my other canvas here, which for a little while at least, but I will definitely do this one. I do try to do all the ones that are sent to me. It's just that some of them take a little more time than others, and I do have to leave some time for my own diamond paintings that I want to do. So check out Diamond Art Gift. They have AB, large, off-canvas, mystery, and custom. And this was the special shaped Howdy Suncatcher for $11.99 and the full round Vase Fantasy for $7.99 for 40 by 50. So I would not write off the company just because I was short 2 drills on one diamond painting, which they didn't manufacture. They're just selling it, so check them out, see what you think, and I will do the same and contact them about this, and check them out, and happy diamond painting. Talk to you later.